Morning, Pastor Steve here. Acts 9:15 and 16, speaking of Ananias again, the Lord said to him, "Go, for Paul is a chosen vessel of mine to bear my name before Gentiles, kings, and the children of Israel." Verse 16 says this, "I will show him how many things he must suffer for my name's sake." Last time we saw Ananias answering God's call to go into a potentially scary situation. But remember his words, "Here I am, Lord." Here we see that the one he went to was entering a hard field as well. Remember in the first part of this verse, we saw that Saul had been given letters by the synagogue leaders in Jerusalem to go and to Damascus and find anybody who claimed Christ and bind them and take them back to Jerusalem. Remember, he was coming into town and the light knocked him off. "I saw the light," knocked him off his horse. And he heard a voice saying, "What are you persecuting me, Saul?" He said, "Who are you, Lord?" He understood something. Lord. The Lord said, "I'm Jesus, who you're persecuting." Remember that? And then Saul, who became Paul, was trembling and he said, "Lord, what do you want me to do?" You see, the person who truly is confronted with the truth of Jesus Christ, understanding that he's very God, needs to respond the same way Ananias and Paul do. "Here I am, Lord, and what do you want me to do, Lord?" Both understood Jesus is Lord, the one who has the right to a claim of their loving obedience. Grace is rich and free, but it is not without an expected inner response. Greg Morse, writing this week in Desiring God, said, "God doesn't have a type of saving grace that once given leaves its recipient unchanged. Saving grace not only justifies the ungodly of Romans 4:5, but trains us to renounce ungodliness and worldly passions, to live controlled, upright, and godly lives in the present age." In Titus 2:11 and 12, God himself is at work in us by his Spirit. Philippians 2:13. And this grace is a more effective teacher than Dr. Phil or Dr. Seuss or any other teacher in the world. So when we're effectually called by God, we'll have a response. If it's, "Here I am, Lord," then it will naturally follow by, "What do you want me to do?" I love what John Calvin says, "Faith alone saves, but the faith that saves is not alone." Or as James put it, "Faith that doesn't work is a dead faith." Jesus said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." In other words, God says, "Oh, I love you," but he has no expectations of an unbeliever other than coming to him in faith. But once you say to him, "I love you," then you have a right to an expectation. And the expectation is, "If you love me, keep my words." Have you been confronted with the powerful saving truth of the good news? Has the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ impacted your life? Once you really say, "Here I am, Lord," the next thought should be, "And what do you want me to do?" You ponder that, Pastor Steve.